Ever wondered why some words seem to captivate us? Why sometimes when we speak, it seems to pull us down? Well, do you know that there's power in your words? And the way you phrase words and the way you say words and the way you say things over yourself truly matters. In this video, we're going to explain why. Well, welcome back to Coaching Changes Life. So glad you can join us this week as we explore the entire scheme of language and how it impacts emotions, behaviors, and actions. This episode, we're going to look at neurolinguistics programming, and one key aspect is called the power of dissociation. Power of dissociation. What on earth is dissociation? Well, when we say we dissociate with something, which means that we are putting ourselves apart from something. For example, if I ate an apple, and I said I dissociate myself from the apple. So what could happen is that I am away from the very action. I saw myself eating an apple. I have dissociated myself. I am eating an apple. I'm in association. So the language of association, dissociation is very important. However, down through our lives, especially when we're growing up in schools and education, in leadership, even in organizations as well, we find that people are not careful in the choice of language that they use between associative versus dissociative languages. Now, if we put ourselves in an associative language, we're putting ourselves with an internal frame of reference, which means to say it's I'm experiencing it. The point of view, it's from my lens. I'm seeing, experiencing, I'm tasting, I'm feeling, I'm hearing, I'm sensing everything from my lens point. Now, if I'm saying from a dissociative language point of view, I am an external frame, which means I'm looking from outside of myself. That, they, he, she, it. So I'm looking from outside of myself. And so everything I'm describing, I'm trying from outside in. Associative language is from inside out. Now, why is this so important and critical for us to understand today? It's the language of association and dissociation truly matters whether you are a coach, a consultant and mentor, maybe a speaker, a parent, or maybe you're a leader who happen to chance upon this video. Now, many people have found themselves stuck, in a quagmire because they think that, I need to learn something new, I need to learn something more, but they don't realize that the first thing that must change is the way that they speak. The first thing that must change is the way that they speak over themselves, the way they reply people, the way they ask questions, the way they respond to the world around them. And this truly matters in this space. Now, think about this. If I were to ask you a question, how do you see yourself 3 to 5 years from now? What is your first response? Put them down in the comment section below and let me know your response. If you could see yourself 3 to 5 years from now, what are you seeing? What are you hearing? What are you feeling? Place them in the comment section below. Now, if your response was, well, he or she, if you refer to yourself, or they or them, I will see him as the champion. I will see her as the leader. I will see them as the great leaders in the organization. I will see my business grow up 10x. I will see my health rising up. I will see my vitality raising. I will see my relationships improving. I will see this. I will see this. Now, when we say I will see that, I will see that, now we are in the language of dissociation because it has not yet happened. Association, it is as if it is happening, it is as if it's now. So when you think about this, confidence also has an association with the associative versus dissociative language. Imagine this, you're in a race and you're racing towards your final destination, your final goal. Now, what do most people say? At the start of the race, I can't do this, I can't do this, I'm just not good enough, I'm not good enough. And notice this, the very language that you speak over yourself actually reduces your confidence, increases the stress hormones, and actually impedes your capability to perform. Now, too often, many people ask me, Jedi, how do we increase performance? And, people attend a lot of performance class, they attend peak performance class, but they don't realize one secret truth. The secret truth is changing the language of association and dissociation where appropriate. Now, we want to utilize both of them. It doesn't mean that either one is good or bad. Remember, everything around us is useful for us. But applied rightly will produce tremendous results. Applied wrongly, it will produce also negative results. So think about this. If I ask you to describe yourself 3 to 5 years from now, and all that you've said is that, oh, I see myself being that, that, and I see that, okay, I'm able to achieve my business growth, I'm able to have more people in my classes, I'm able to achieve better success in my relationships, I'm able to achieve greater heights in my careers, in my life, in my health, in my wellness. Now, if you are saying those words, you're in the language of dissociation. So in your comment section below, I want you to post down some of your language that you've come across, because let's use this as an interaction too, right? Many people have used YouTube as a form of information, but I want to use it as a form of teaching, a form of coaching, and I hope that this message will go all out across the world as I teach you and I share with you the principles of improving your conversations and communication. Why is this so important? Because this is what I truly believe in, that coaching changes lives. In our classes in Mastering Coaching, we teach coaches how to become more masterful in their conversational excellence. In our NLP classes, we call it transformative neurolinguistics programming. Why is that so important? Because there's a shift. Too often, many NLP trainers out there have been just teaching the form, but they don't teach the spirit. They don't teach the practicalities. They don't teach the know-hows, right? So I want to break down all these things and demystify some of the classical theories and make them relevant for today's time. So you'll see the videos as I evolve over the next several years. You'll find the videos content getting more and more richer and make it more applicative for you. So leave in the comment section below what are some questions you have about the language of association and dissociation. So let's get back in. Remember earlier on I mentioned about imagining yourself 3 to 5 years from now, and some of you may think, oh, well, 3 to 5 years from now, it's kind of far. So if you are always saying that, well, I'm not sure whether he can be this, or I think he will be that, or I think that she will be this, or I think she will be that, you are in the language of dissociation. Now let's ask you this question. How are you feeling as you're describing it? And I'm in the comment section below. Well, some of you may say, well, as I'm thinking about that, well, I'm not feeling all together there. I'm not feeling that energy. I'm not feeling that joy. I'm not feeling that punch. I'm not feeling that gumption. Now, why is this so? Because when we are trying to create a compelling future, when we are in a dissociative language, often we're not in association with the emotions. As such, when we see that compelling future that we want to create, we need to be in the language of association, then dissociation. So for example, if I ask you to describe 3 to 5 years now and you want to see yourself growing in your business, so you're going to speak as if you are there, not speak from here, not speak from this point, speak as if you were in 3 to 5 years time, right? In association in that person. So who you are 3 to 5 years time in association, see what you see, hear what you hear, and feel what you feel. So as if you were successful, as if your business was growing 10 times better, okay, what are you seeing? Well, then you begin to describe, I see myself as a leader of leaders. I see myself as a coach. I see myself as a life coach. I see myself not just as an ordinary coach. I am that life coach. I am the masterful coach. I am that person who's able to impact lives one conversation at a time. I am doing great work. I've inspired 10,000 clients around the world. I've spoken to 1,000 individuals on a one-to-one basis, coaching them, influencing them, inspiring them. Now, as you change the language of dissociation to association, notice energy increases. Now, does it mean that we cancel out dissociation all the time? No. It's about applying them in the context. So applying them in the context. So you may begin in dissociation and then adopt a sense of association when you want to raise energy levels, when you want to actually be in synchronicity with whatever you just spoke. So for example, let's say you want to have a better relationships. Well, I see myself as someone who has deeper relationships with my family, with my loved ones, with my partners. Okay, that's what you see yourself. Now change that into association. I'm enjoying the best time of my life with my partner. I'm enjoying the best time of my life with my children. I'm enjoying the best time of my life with my loved ones, with my family, with my friends, with my peers, with my colleagues. And why is that so? Because I am, and at the point of time, I am who I am. I don't have to prove anyone who I am. I don't have to be in a competition with others, because at the point, I am embracing life. I'm enjoying life one moment at a time. I'm not going to let tomorrow rob me of today. I'm not going to let yesterday steal me from today. I'm going to be leading my life the way I wanted to live. Changing that, now notice the energy change. I want you to try this for yourself, because the language of association and dissociation is so powerful. Now, what about setbacks? Okay, what about setbacks? Now, often in setbacks, we tend to use the language of association and dissociation. No wonder we feel the fear, the phobia, the sense of fearfulness rather than fearlessness. So, if you meet people, one time I was coaching someone who was afraid of the swimming pool, so she was never able to get into the waters, and all she said was this: "I'm so afraid. I'm afraid that I might drown. I'm afraid I might be this. I'm afraid I might be this." Notice it's the language of association. As I'm thinking about water, I'm feeling all that fear. I'm feeling that I see if the water's going to drown on me. Language of association. No wonder she feels all that energy. She feels all the thing. So she wants to begin to actually dissociate herself. I see her. In the past, 5 years ago, she was facing this. I see her and I noticed that she was feeling fearful. I noticed dissociating that feelings, dissociating that event, dissociating that incident, so that you separate the emotions, energy from the context or the content that's experiencing. Now, this is so critical, especially for things you want to detach yourself. Now, why is it so that human people or human beings love to be associated with negative than the positive? Well, we are built this way as a safety mechanism. If you see a venomous snake, the safety mechanism of our human instinct is to run away. So, which is important, right? So that's why our natural build-up, that's built by nature as well, it's something that we are always associated to things of more of a negative sense. So, but what I want you to understand today is that you have the choice. You are in the driver's seat. You can make that physical change. In our neurolinguistics class, one of the things is not for, I always tell coaches around the world, it's not just for coaches, but it's for you out there listening to this video. Whether you're a speaker, a trainer, a leader, a business owner, you need to learn neurolinguistics. You want to learn it from the best, right? You want to learn it from people who are practicing, not people who are professing to know the information. You want to hear people who are actually practitioners, and you want to be able to attend a class like this class that we're having. Someone that can teach you and guide you along to become better in the conversations that you have with yourself, with others. So the power of association and dissociation is so interesting. Now, in our NLP class, we spend a whole day exploring this because we want to help you improve the conversations that you have with yourself, with your peers, and with your clients. So imagine this: if right now you can be conscious and more aware of the choice of associative language versus dissociative language, imagine what you can do when you face situations, circumstances, setbacks, or maybe fears of the future, fears of the unknown. How to build more resilience is actually changing the language of association and dissociation based on the context. Now, I've heard many people out there telling me that, oh, Jedi, it's about just going to a dissociation all the time. No, it's not. Right? It's not about just going to dissociation all the time. Then they have not understood the premise of neurolinguistics. Well, when we explore neurolinguistics, it's more than just taking the pattern and just using it. You have to understand why are you using it. Like a very precise doctor. Today we have many what we call self-proclaimed doctors, people Googling, YouTubing, the signs and symptoms, and they diagnose themselves. Well, today information is all out there, but the precision of the application of information is key. Because we're doing a live work. Why would you attend an NLP class like this one that we're going to be running? In fact, all year round we run our NLP classes, and I want you to join in one of our classes, whether it's live in person or online. Our NLP classes are designed in a way to make it practical. We have real life experiences, we do interventions live in class, and I do it live online as well, like this YouTube videos that I'm sharing with you guys. So over the several weeks coming ahead, I'm going to be sharing with you more and more tips and tricks about how you can use some of these NLP patterns in your own life, in your own journey as well. So coming back to the association language, think about this. I've mentioned two things, right? The context of some negative events, the setbacks in the past. You want to move away from association to dissociation. When you're facing a compelling future that you want to create, you want to move away from dissociation to association. So that way you can create a more energized, more compelling, energy-filled future forward. So think about this, in your own language, in your own experiences, whether you're a coach, or maybe you're a practitioner, maybe you're a leader, maybe you're a business owner or parent. How have you experienced your own life? What were some of the things and challenges you face in your careers, or in your own work, or your own journey, or your relationships? Share me below. And I want you to try practicing this, alternating between the language of association and dissociation, and share me your thoughts on what happened in those process, what changed for you, what became clearer for you, and how were you applying them in those contexts. Okay, so in our next video, I'll be sharing with you the usage of dissociation and association in the application of other tools and techniques in the NLP world. Okay, so I'll be creating new techniques and tools as well along the way, and I hope these videos will help you and serve you and will teach you new ways, new possibilities. Now, if you ever want to join us in one of our programs, do head over to our Facebook page where we have all the latest latest updates as well as our Eventbrite to stay tuned with us. Also, if you want to find out more about our other programs, do remember to email us at coach@coachingchangeslives.com, and remember to hit us like our videos and subscribe to our channel, because every single week we come to you with fresh video contents like this one, and we want to share with you the power that will transform life. Because I truly believe that language have a certain power, words have a certain power, and communication has a certain power to transform life, not just in the spoken words, but in the unspoken words as well. The very message that we're spreading around the world is just to make the world a better place, one conversation at a time. So until next time, this is Jedi here at Coaching Changes Lives. I'll see you very soon.